So goes the family, how goes it? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys having a great and exceptional day. Give me a second here. I want to check my audio. I've got for the last month I've been going live and I even had to get a new computer and work out the bugs and the kinks with my computer. So I'm just checking to see. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure that I'm coming in clear because my last 4 to 5 lives have been the audio has been terrible and choppy, and I apologize. And it seems like I finally got things right. You know how it is when you get something new. You know what I always say: comfort zone is a death sentence. So once you leave it, you got to be able to deal with the kinks and the curves and the that you at the end of the day. But anyway, so let's get into what I'm talking about this evening. Now we usually I go live on the weekends. Weekends have been very busy, so I'm glad I really to do a lot as far as being able to get things done. Anything else is usually during the week. Doing my lives on Saturday now. Now that I got things for the most part squared away as far as the technical difficulties. So we live in a time high inflation. Um, People that aren't citizens getting money. We live in a time where access to capital is in a big way is the number one diversity, not only the United States alive, but definitely blacks alive, black banks alive, schools alive, et cetera, and so forth, families together. And I'm not being anti anything when it comes to, I'm not racist, I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, so don't even, there with me on that one. But I will say, because we live in a time where financial literacy, I mean, that's the main reason why I created this channel years ago. I've always been about my business. I've always been about my money. I've always been about learning something new so that I could become more valuable. I've always tried to save. I always have saved as much money as possible. And since 2007, 8, 9 time frame, that's when I started investing my money in the stock market, buying real estate, et cetera, and so forth. And then a couple of years ago, I started, opening businesses, selling products online, wholesaling real estate, buying rental properties. That's what I do. Having a travel business, like I said, I'll be getting into that again this year. Um, and I'll be traveling a lot more. So, these are things, these are things that matter. But I'm going to talk about a couple of celebrities, and it's not to degrade anybody, but we live in a time frame where so many people's savings are going to crap. Rents, prices of rents are crazy. Prices of homes are crazy. Quantitative easing isn't happening as fast enough as anybody would like, and people's economic futures are not as bright as they used to be because of the automation boom, the chat GPT boom. Commercial real estate is not going to be looked at as the same. You see more and more offices going up for lease. You see more. I see I predicted this back in 2020 when when the world shut down and the in certain industries that it was just the normal for them to have to work from their office, finally took advantage of the capability. Um, they took the the finally implemented capability of, hey, we need our people to be able to still work. In order for them to keep them safe, they need to work from home. So we need to put time and money and energy into building our IT infrastructures. Now the world is fully open. People have returned back to work, but a lot of people still have not returned back to work. Heck, even government agencies on all levels of government are coming up with remote jobs. So I know if governments are doing it, federal, state, and local, county, city, whatever, and I know corporate America is still doing this because, one, it saves time. Two, they know these entities from all levels that I just mentioned are willing to attract to want to work. But another thing to take into consideration is that the need for as much personnel is going to be cut down. The need for the old-fashioned way of doing business is just changed forever. And so much time is wasted on not talking about things of that nature, on top value, on top of one another, on top of having businesses supporting each other's businesses, embracing each other as a community from a family standpoint, friendship standpoint, and definitely the most important economic standpoint. You have people who make millions of dollars a year, and I got nothing against these people that I'm going to talk about. Just people in particular, they make all this money, but yet and still they always find a way to either talk about nonsense, one, or get into trouble too. So I'm going to start with, like I said, I'm not going to be on too long tonight. I'm late, but the old saying, better late than never. Nick Cannon, I love Nick Cannon. Cannon's a smart guy. I think Nick Cannon's, a great, successful businessman, regardless of what you may think. So I'm gonna get that out the way. I'm not hating on Nick Cannon whatsoever. Let's just get that square. But I just literally before I went on live, this article on Insider says Nick Cannon says he decides which of his partners to sleep with based on who calls him that day. So now I'm not just talking about Nick Cannon, but this is how stupid this is the stupidity of the media as a whole, left, right, middle, whatever the heck, these stupid high school titles and buzzwords making me laugh. So I'm not even going to get into that. It's like I said, we don't evolve past high school. I never forget a co-worker of mine said that to me, and I understand it then, but I really understand it now. We do not, as a society, evolve past high school because everybody wants to be in a clique, everybody wants to be in a club, everybody wants to stand out and be special. So Nick Cannon fathers 12 kids with 6 different women. He told the Los Angeles Times that he keeps clothes at all his partners' houses. Also decides who to stay overnight with, based on who he calls him during the day. Now, before I go on with this nonsense, I'm not. This is Nick Cannon's life, so I'm not mad at it. It's the fact that this is an article on an actual reputable, yeah, I guess how reputable publication. Like I said, man can take care of his kids, multitude of women, children. I'm not mad at that because societies, people have been doing it for a long time. I'm not going to point out any in particular. You are allowed to have as many wives and children as long as you can take care of them. As long as you can take care of them and support them. And obviously, clearly, financially, Nick Cannon can take care of his kids and his 6 partners. I know he's been married before. Mariah, that's how much I care about Nick Cannon's lifestyle. But I remember he did say the words, "I would never get married again," and I understand. And I'm sure he has. I'm sure they have non-disclosure agreements, the whole nine. And these partners, sorry, it looks like I got lost for a second. And these partners, they the deal being with him. One thing I can say, he is wasting his time, at least putting this all out there in public. But the one thing I can say I like about this thing is that he's being honest with who he is and women are honest with who they are. And because that's the thing, unfortunately, not enough. It's just honesty. Sorry about that. I'm just about to check my audio. But a lot of people can't say that, hey, people are going to be, this is how they want to live their lives. They don't want to live off of your standards. And that's what it's going to be. Okay. People are going to be, this is how they want to live their lives. I just want to make sure my audio still, I know it's still a little flaky, but we're still working this thing out. Um, and I'm not mad at that at the end of the day. I'm truly not mad at that. And I think that's the way to go. And you know, peop my mindset is if somebody's lifestyle doesn't actually and financially, then stop worrying about it. I really can't be more. I really can't get if it's not affecting you in that specific way, then don't worry about it. That's just how I look at it on that aspect. So that's what it is. Now, um, to get back to more Um, Nick Cannon says a lot of time has called me that day, to be honest, when it comes to who's he going to be staying with. He's all I like who likes me. Cannon also said that sometimes the routes to drop off his many children with his partners and stays with whoever's house he's arrived at last. Cannon has homes in New Jersey, Temecula, California, very nice area, Temecula, and will soon have a place in Joshua Tree for the Los Angeles Times. He also told that because he has so many children, he's carved out space in his office for a nursery, complete with a ball pit and many toys. As for why he's had so many children, he said he was a people pleaser and wanted to give the women in his life that he wanted. A lot of them are in the same age group, and some of said his romantic partners, and he just wanted to give them what they desired. He says, "I keep saying I can handle it." Um, and and I'm gonna leave it at that. I know he has a kid with Mariah Carey. I'm not gonna get in this. It's just it's a waste of time. But um, why is this news? One thing. Two, um, clearly he must have a lot of time on his hands, which I think he did. Because one thing I can say, whether you like Nick Cannon or not, the man works hard. And I remember when he was getting his degree, he's talking about how he would fly literally like think he would fly like 5 days out of the week, to do his TV shows, not show but shows out of DC to do his schoolwork, and he be doing homework on the air. So um, like that's a lot of work. So my man he's a worker, he's a grinder, he's a hustler. I give Nick Cannon nothing but love, respect to everything that he's done in his life in regards to his work ethic. Now his personal life, he's just nothing what he's doing. Nothing that he's doing is illegal. And my mind is this: I think you'd have less drama in today's world, especially from a relationship perspective, if people would just be freaking honest. And men, people, because I think the one thing Corey Holcomb said in a big way, and I'm gonna check out 5150 show in a minute because I know he's gonna be coming on soon. He says, the main people who are hated the most are the ones who speak the truth and definitely speak their truth. Even if I don't like what you have to hear, at least I will respect it. You know, that's the main thing I will say at the end of the day. Even if I don't like what I'm hearing, will to say. Okay, so it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, you have to live the truth. But a lot of people don't like to hear that because it is the truth. So it is what it is. All right. Now let's get to the real current, elephant in the room. Chris Brown and Usher. Now, I grew up watching both of these individuals, particularly Usher in the beginning. Chris Brown is from my state of Virginia. His family hails from Rappahannock, Virginia, and Richmond, Virginia. My dad's side of the family hails from Richmond, Virginia. Usher's from Atlanta. Got nothing but love and respect for Usher. But they got into supposedly a heated argument a couple of nights ago, and it led to some sort of scuffle that got violent outside. Um, and there's footage out there. So, like I said, I'm not making this up or anything of that nature. There's evidence of this out and about. But and I believe this happened Saturday at a skate rock city roller rink in Las Vegas, of all places. Um, where Chris Brown was actually celebrating his 34th birthday with other celebrities. And Usher, him and Usher, they're actually close, I would imagine. So they're very both talented and very similar ways. Um, and then after the situation supposedly happened, um, you know, things got bad in the wee hours. So I imagine possibly alcohol might have been involved in this, possibly even sometimes edibles. I know that people. I don't advocate people doing drugs or alcohol. If you do it, you do it. It is what it is. I'm not a judger, but just don't force stuff on me. Anyways, Chris Brown supposedly got pissed off and started to yell at a young lady, and that's when Usher intervened and tried to calm him down, because obviously Chris Brown he has a history of having domestic violence with Rihanna, so that's a great example. Um, and then when that happened, because this woman is named Tayana, and I don't know if she might be a famous singer because I don't pay attention to celebrities that much because that's how much I care, but um, they had a heated arguments, and then apparently had a little bit of a fight. Um, but anyways, they fought behind a string of charter buses that were parked in the parking lot, and apparently Usher emerged with what appeared to be a bloody nose afterwards. It's unclear that if he went to the hospital or not, or if the police report was actually even filed. Um, because police have no um, reached out to, but I don't think a police report is going to be filed. And friends fight, family fights, stuff happens, and men were normally, because I hate this day and age that people want to crap on men because men want to because men have to air their grievances out, and men have to fight and things of that nature. I don't, it's like I don't have a problem with every now and then men have to fight stuff out because certain things can't be talked out. Sometimes it has to people have to, as long as nobody getting shot and stabbed, let people fight. It's like when that teacher in Florida was like, she got in trouble because these two young men were fighting, young boys were fighting, and she put them in the corner and says, all right, you guys got 2 minutes, fight it out, or 30 seconds to fight it out and get it out of your system, because it's the most normal thing for men to want to fight another man if certain things can't be talked out. Do I hate violence? No, but sometimes hands have to be thrown. It is what it is. I'm not going to act like that is a thing. Sometimes you gotta put your hands on somebody. You know, and because a lot of times, especially in today's world, people think that they can get away with putting their hands on you. Once you decide to defend yourself, then you're in the wrong. So that's what it is. But um, the sad thing is, it's like both of these guys are moguls. Both of these guys have more than people, the black community. These guys are wasting time fighting over a woman and arguing. And I'm just like, maybe it's just me. I'm just a guy that doesn't like a lot of drama. And I'm sorry, and I'm not even gonna apologize. If I got an entourage and somebody's ticking me off, I'm just gonna say, get that person out of here. Security, get her out of here. I never forget, and I'm not even a big fan of the rapper The Baby, but I never forget. I think him and his baby's mother was Florida. They were in a nice hotel overlooking the ocean in Miami. Um, His baby mother smacked him up. He was live on Instagram, which I actually thought it was a smart thing to do. He's like, "Hey, I'm let the world see what's going on, so nobody can say I did anything wrong." And whatever happened, they had a heated argument. They had a heated debate, and I saw her pop him upside the head a couple of times. And he just told his friend, "Hey, man, tell those people to get her out of here." And that was it. And he was like, I want you guys to see what's happening here. I remember it was on Instagram. He's like, "Yeah, she's smacking me." So, and of course, nothing happened to her. But either way, as far as legal repercussions. But anyways, all I can say is that um, these rich celebrities, people who make millions of dollars a year, one, you have to mind the company that you keep. That's just one thing I cannot continuously stress. You have to watch the company you keep. Number one. Number two, you got to keep people around you that's going to help you grow and elevate. And even, and I get it, Chris Brown, he's younger than me. I'm 40 years old. He's 34 years old. But he's got to learn, man. You got to keep the right people around because you could just lose everything just like that. And that's the main reason why I wanted to go live tonight to just talk about that. You can lose everything just like that overnight because it was hard for you to get to where you're at, especially Chris Brown coming from Tappahannock / Richmond, especially Usher coming from Atlanta, Georgia. It's hard for you to it's hard for you guys to where you guys are at from a financial standpoint, access to capital standpoint, access to resources standpoint, access to the networking standpoint, and how easy it can be taken away from. So that's why I said I've always been when I was younger, I wasn't as mindful of the people I had around me, but since my mid-20s, I've been very, very mindful of the people that I'm around. And if they can't respect that, then we got really nothing else to talk about. I really can't put it any other way. We got nothing else to talk about, and I just leave it at that. But hopefully they can work this out, and any other current or future celebrity will stay out. If you go into a quote unquote bad neighborhood, make sure you got the right security. Go there for a reason, not just to hang out and act a fool. You know, I remember, I think it was Soldier Boy or somebody. Yeah, I think it was Soldier Boy. I remember when he was hanging out in South Los Angeles, and people was like, "I don't care if you're a celebrity, give me what you got." And that one brother got killed, unfortunately, who was from Philadelphia. You know, go to these places acting a fool. You know, I don't care what city you're in, I don't care what country you're in. Don't go to these places acting a fool. It just makes it that much easier for people to take you out. So I leave it at that. I truly do. But that's it for the most part that I had tonight. Let me make sure I see my screen is acting the fool. So let me double check my audio. But yeah, it's just like I really can't put it any other way, family. Let me double check. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I really can't put it any other way, family. It's just like, um, be mindful of the company that you keep. Be mindful of the moves that you're making. It's like because it can be taken away. If it's not death, it could be prison. At the end of the day, the ultimate money move one can make is who they decide to invest their time in and how they invest their time. Period. There's no other way to slice and dice it, family. It really isn't. So yeah, I think after doing this test today, buying the VPN because it's the internet connection. So we'll just got you worked out the kinks where the audio is much better, but now it looks like you need to work out the kinks to speeding the internet up. So that is what I'm going to do. So, but thank you guys for riding with me. I greatly appreciate it. I'm about to getting ready to call this a night. It's 11 o'clock. So yeah. On that note, do the great 3 free things, family. Like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully, you guys have a great, great, great evening. All that good stuff. And if you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, don't forget to check out Webull, Stash, Acorn, Crypto.com. Make some money move. Once you sign up, you get some money. Also, with Webull, you get some free stocks. So sign up on those platforms. This train rolling. Like I said, technical difficulties I've worked out for the most part. The kinks. So we're gonna get it in without. Hopefully, we're not committing a sin. I haven't heard that. I haven't said that one in a minute, but it's all good. But on that note, family, I'm out. Take care. Keep doing what you're doing out here, and we're gonna keep this train rolling, family. Hello everyone, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc. and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc. and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc. and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels, so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day.